Hi, I'm Mrs. Delai, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why you should study a social science at A level. Many of us students go on to study a social science at a higher educational level. Courses include psychology, sociology, anthropology, psychology with art and criminology. What is psychology? So having a look at a few big studies within psychology. Firstly, we've got Zimbardo's Stanford prison experiment. He wanted to know whether participants would conform to their social role of a prisoner or a prison guard. And he found just that. The study had to be stopped after 6 days as the prison guards became violent with the prisoners, and many of the prisoners were distressed and showed signs of extreme psychological disturbance. We've then got Milgram's study of obedience. He investigated whether participants would obey orders from an authority figure and electrocute a stranger. So he found that 65% of participants administered an electric volt of 450 just because someone in a lab coat had instructed them to. Luckily, the study was a setup and no participants were harmed. We've then got Little Albert. This was a case study whereby researchers conditioned little Albert to acquire a phobia of rabbits. Now this phobia generalized and it spread to all animals and furry objects. Finally, we've got the case of Genie. This was another case study, how we're looking at attachment. So Genie was found at the age of 13 and she had never formed an attachment to any individual. Psychologists found that this had extremely negative effects on Genie's development. She had extremely low IQ, she was never able to recover, and she wasn't able to form any relationships later on in life. And this demonstrates the importance of how our attachments within our early life can affect us later on in life. So what is psychology? Psychology is a scientific study of the mind and how that influences our behavior. It's about understanding what makes people tick and how this understanding can help address many issues in society today. Looking at the course at A level, so we've got paper 1 and paper 2, which is what we cover in AS, and then paper 3 we cover in A2. And key questions that we answer: so how can we influence other people's behavior? What are the effects of a lack of care at a young age? What is the cause of depression, OCD and phobias? Is our gender based on our biology or is it learnt? And then how does gambling addiction differ from drug addiction? What future prospects are there when studying psychology? So when you study psychology, you do gain transferable skills which are relevant in a variety of fields. However, jobs related directly to psychology include clinical psychologists, counselling psychologists, psychotherapists, psychiatric, educational psychologists, health psychologists. As I mentioned earlier, you do gain transferable skills, and these include developing your written and verbal communication, being able to write a report and improving your presentation skills, informational technology, handling data and statistics, analytical research, and then problem solving. Having a look at our 2021 successes, so within year 12, 92% of our students achieve A to C. In year 13, 88% of our students achieve A star to C. Now this is above the national average. As you can see, the national average is 85% achieving A star to C at the end of year 13. So students do fantastic within the psychology course.